Yeah, and then the back iPad too. Yeah,
Okay.
sweet.
Do you need me to help you? Is it a lot?
I'm gonna print it right here. Well, it's 2 pages. I don't know if that's it or there's more.
It's just 2 pages for it?
I only need these 3.
There should be 3 pages.
Jacqueline should think she should be sending her all 8.
All 8 pages?
Jacqueline should think she should be sending her all 8. I only need these 3. Yes, that's okay. All 8's fine. They just won't do those today.
Well, they can keep it then.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
No, so you should be getting 8 probably. Ms. Daisy, she should be sending you 8. No. I only need these 3.
He's saying Jacqueline may have sent you 8 forms because she thought.
You should be getting all 8. We just won't be doing all 8 today. Those 3 are the only ones. That's okay. Yeah, cool, we good. All right, while we're kind of waiting on some stuff, everyone go ahead and grab your phone, and we'll do this process where you can kind of get to know me a little bit. And get on your IG and go ahead and look me up on IG and start scrolling a little bit. Check out some posts. Kenneth Authentic, KENNETHAUTHENTIK. Yeah, you can turn it down a little bit. Yeah. We're still just hanging out, so grab your Instagram. Go ahead and check me out. Go ahead and scroll a little bit. See who I am, what I do. You're going to see, yep, that's me. Yep. I do. Yeah, we'll cover that. I've cheered for about 15 years now. Yeah.
He throws them up and all the crazy questions.
So as you're scrolling, we'll take the next 3 to 5 minutes. Go ahead and start writing down any questions that you might have just in what you're seeing. Topics you want to bring up. Cheerleading, bodybuilding, fitness, health, lifestyle, what you see and what I do. Any questions you see, go ahead and write them down. We're going to go over this. I'm going to be real honest with you. I don't think I can teach you a damn thing unless, 1, you guys trust me. 2, you guys know what I do and who I am. And then realistically, I know a little bit about you guys. So we're going to spend the first probably 15 minutes getting to know each other to some extent. While we're getting sheets printed and all that stuff, we'll get all that taken care of. Also, if you need to go potty or you need to like take a phone call or you need to like do anything along those lines, just stand up and step out. Don't raise your hand or like I'm not going to release you. Like, you know, do your thing. Yeah, we don't got to do like RR, nothing of that stuff for like bathroom. Yeah. Can I go to the bathroom? Do they ever tell you no? Just sit there. No, I do not. No, I eat a ton. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yep.
Do you still compete?
And yes, I do. Yep, yeah.
You like the gym Alpha Learn? I want to see if you're
I work there.
what they call this.
Yeah, so yes, I do. Yeah. No, I'm actually one of the managers. So I'm a manager at Alpha Lim. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, so since we're doing this and we've got some people kind of answering questions, the way that the questions are going to go are you have to raise your hand to some extent, like, hey, I have a question. You're going to tell me your name, what you do here, and something you are good at within the business. So your name, what you do, and something you're good at within the business. So who has a question? Anybody? Wait, we go over all these. Since we did Alpha Land, yeah, go with you. Yep.
Okay. My name is Jackie. I'm the office manager, and I guess I'm good at keeping AccuLinks organized.
Cool. I'm Kenneth. Nice to meet you, Jackie. Who's next? Yes.
I'm Noe Rodriguez, the roof mayor. I'm the best salesperson here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Good.
Once he gets on the roof, he can't hit it.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's my family, man.
Yeah.
Love everyone.
Good. What's your question?
My question is, you know what I'm saying, on Social media.
Okay.
On social media.
Okay.
Instagram.
Cool.
Saying, that's
So you got some questions on some Instagram?
Yeah.
Cool. Social media. So we'll cover social media today. Hold on. I'm Kenneth. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah.
brother.
Who's next? Anybody? You got a tall, hatted, dreaded dude in here supposed to teach you some shit? You got some questions. What's up?
My name's Adam. I'm a salesman here.
'Kay.
I just started probably
Okay.
about a month ago. I
Yeah.
think the best thing that I do is I try to learn as much knowledge as I can from everybody around me,
Yeah.
and then I apply it out in the field.
Love that.
My question is just going to be how to better lead people,
Lead people.
and so that's something that I think that you can help me with.
Cool. Yeah. I'm Kenneth.
Adam.
Nice to meet you, man. Lead. Cool. What else? Yeah.
I'm Mason Hughes. I'm the general manager. My strength is I'm a closer,
Okay.
and I'm gonna piggyback off him on how to be a better leader.
Cool. Kenneth, nice to meet you, man. Leader. Okay, who's next? What about questions about me? Anybody got any questions about me? Anything you want to know real fast? Where you from? Where I'm from. Cool. So I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I got out of Oklahoma as fast as I could. I moved to Ohio where my sister was born, spent some time there. My dad moved to Texas, moved to Dallas. I was in first grade then, so I've grown up in North Texas, North Dallas. I grew up in the Colony, Frisco area. I was there when like 121 was a 2-lane road. 75 was 2-lane road. Yeah, there was a there was an old alcohol store. It was the only place that you could go at 75 and 121 to get alcohol out there. So it was like this one, it looked like Vegas there at 75 and 121 back in the day. And there was a taco truck that my dad worked at Lowe's there, and you could get like, the line was like 50 people long at lunch. It was so good. Yeah, so I grew up here in Dallas in this area. This is my space for sure. Any other questions?
I got a question.
Yeah. Name. Sorry, what you do?
Oh, my name's Luis Morales.
Yep.
I'm the roof doctor with
Okay.
Kennedy Premier Roof.
Yep.
I'm the best salesman.
Good. Yeah. My name's Kenneth. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. Yes, sir.
My name is Walter Garcia. It could be any question.
Yeah.
Well, first, what I'm good at being at the right place at the right time.
Okay.
That's true. And my question is, can you break dance?
Can I break
Yeah,
dance?
break
Can I break dance? I'm Kenneth.
Walter.
Nice to meet you.
What was the answer?
Break dance I cannot do. Cheerleading has got me where I can shake my ass a little bit, but breakdancing is not there. Definitely not on the breakdancing side of things. Prove it, huh? You and me both. I see you, quiet guy. Prove it. Okay, good. Your name then?
I'm Michael.
Michael.
Gonzalez.
Yep.
I'm a salesman here.
Love it.
My question is, well, I don't know what kind of answers you're doing.
Go
but
for it.
I got this neighbor that ran off with my check.
Okay.
How do I get that back?
Yeah,
You know
I
what
got a
I'm
guy.
saying?
I got a guy. Yeah, I got a guy. Don't ask questions, yeah? You want to get
I'll
in
shoot you
the...
the address.
Perfect, good. I'm Kenneth. Nice to meet you, man.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How'd you become who you are today?
Oh, good. I thought we were going to get there sooner or later. I'm Kenneth. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. So, how did I get here today? Shit. I'm 34 years old. I am what I currently call myself as a human elevation and performance coach. I specialize in human capacity. What the hell does that mean? That means that ultimately I work with people who have some goal, some desire, some need in their life, and they don't know how to get there. And so I help them with tools, processes, and habits to be able to get them there. Cool? We go with that. How did I get here? I started playing sports at a very young age. Me and my dad had a weird relationship. I played sports. He liked it. I didn't play sports very well. He didn't like it. I got real good at playing real good because it limited the damage he would put down on me. Yeah. If I played real good, he got accolades in the little town. Other dads were like, ooh, that's your son. Yeah. And I got real good at that, man. I was good. Up early, dieting at an early age. I started sports speeds camp at 12, 13 years old. I was young playing sports. Man, it was a job early and I got good at it. Went and played some college ball, got hurt. Found drugs at that time. The pain at that moment in my life with the injury, pain pills became my way of dealing with. I was no longer the dad knew. Yeah? Cool. Got into cheerleading at that time. So now the son that dad got like for playing ball now became a cheerleader. Yeah, I was dating a cheerleader at the time. I lost the scholarship. Why not? Come out to practice. Why not be on a team? No longer shower with all dudes. All of a sudden I'm on a co-ed team. Like, yeah, at that time that sounded good. Yeah? So got into cheerleading. Got real good pretty quick. Same work ethic from football I put into cheerleading. I made Navarro, which is the Netflix cheerleading team. Yeah, I was there within about a year. So I was 19 years old. I was addicted to pain pills. I was good at cheerleading, and I was not making great decisions. From Navarro, I got recruited and ended up at Texas Tech. Spent some time at Texas Tech. Pain pills turned to cocaine and alcohol. Got real good at cocaine and alcohol and partying. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be like that. So I got to a point now in cheerleading where grades were good. I was performing. I was doing my thing. I was still addicted to pain pills. Now we added coke and alcohol. I was so high at night that I then started drinking tequila to go to bed. Oh, shit, now I can't get up in the morning because I still got to go to class. So we start bumping key bumps in the morning, heading to class. Damn, 21 years old, I'm in a bad place. What the hell do you do? Yeah. So I ended up getting to a point where I got kicked off the Texas Tech team. Ended up in Dallas. Spent some time in and out of my truck, just not making good decisions. Finding couches to stay on, but was real lost. All that really kind of came from this idea of I had so much identity built up into like that young dude playing sport. When that fell apart and I got injured and all of a sudden I found pain pills, I got lost real quick. So now how do I stand in front of you guys doing what I do here? Yes? So at that time I started a fitness business called Plan A. I didn't have a plan B. Why? Because I was just trying to give up alcohol, trying to get over addiction. There was no way I was going to go back to that lifestyle if I was going to give it up. So I started a training business called Plan A. No backup plan. Drugs and alcohol, I knew where that was taking me. Well, I was going to change it. I was 22 years old. 22 years old. I listened to the video you guys listened to yesterday. Yeah. So if you guys look on that YouTube, that was 12 years ago. Do you guys know who that speaker is? Oh, shit. You guys know his career now? Damn. Yes. So at that time, he was doing Thank God It's Mondays on YouTube. If you listen to him that long ago, he was just putting videos out, just starting putting videos, boom, 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 yeah. Man, he was killing it, right? So I get inspired. I got no plan B, running a fitness business. Eric Thomas is like driving my thing, you know. He's like no backup plan. Like he's the dude that's like energy, 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 energy. So I'll show you a video here where I start kind of my speaking career in that same style of energy. You're gonna see this young dude, 23 years old at this time. I'm about 18 months away from an addiction. And you're going to hear and see a very different Kenneth than you see here. No dreads, minimal tats. No, not my house.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? I'm excited. It's my first big personal series today. And today is your first episode of what I want to call Now. No opportunities wasted. And I'm coming to you this early this morning. Guys, it's actually about 4:45 in the morning. I've been up now for a little over an hour. And guys, I'm just coming to you, talking to you. Today is going to be breaking it down for what now is about. What no opportunity wasted is about. So guys, I come to you this morning and I've been up since about 3:45, 3:50 this morning, and I went to bed early last night. I went to bed like 9. Guys, I come to you because there's something different. There's something that I realized.
So that's about 18 months sober. That's sober. Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm off pain pills, I'm off coke, I'm off alcohol. I've actually slept, which I hadn't done at that time, for about 4 years in my life. Yeah, man, yeah. Bedtime, what the hell is that, right? Yes. So that's at 4:45, and I look back at that video, and you'll kind of catch up to where we are now, and you'll go, damn, how did we get from there to this dude? At that time, I had what Eric Thomas talks about. I had that why, that drive. I had to get out of an addiction. And that was going to be the energy that got me out of the addiction and started me down the process of I moved from Plan A to now my business is called Authentic. And at that time, I was still the version that my dad wanted. I was still the version growing up. My Backstreet Boy haircut is the way I grew up. That haircut had been the way that my dad had cut my hair since I was about 8. I was some version that everyone else wanted me to be, and I was on the right path, and I was getting out of my addiction, but I wasn't yet this dude. So this guy right here with a little bit of not too extreme backstory, just due to the way that my dad had beat on me as a young dude, I had chosen life partners that all were also pretty physically abusive. So this guy was in a relationship with a pretty abusive woman in Frisco. Spent about 3 years with her. Ended up leaving at about 25 and going back to school at Sam Houston, where I cheered and finished my last bit of school before I finished in cheerleading. That was 2016 and 17. 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Yes, 8 years ago now. I started the dreads at that point. Tats, yeah, double sleeved. This started coming out. And I started realizing that I was going to have to start showing up the way that I wanted to show up if I was going to start really making what I wanted to show up in my life a reality. Does that make sense? Yes. So I'm going to have to start showing up in an authentic manner, or else I'm just going to be the version of someone else walking around here making my life really not my life. I'm just some other version of someone else wanting me to do what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Everybody on the same page here? Yes? Picking up what I'm putting down. And I'm kind of going through this extensive because I need you to really know who is standing in front of you, because you don't know me. Why the hell are you supposed to listen to me? You guys have families and bills, and you guys have stuff that you're supposed to pay for, and you came to a job that is supposed to be able to give you money to go back and take care of what is important to you, and I got hired to stand up here and hopefully help you do that better. Why are you supposed to trust me? Why the hell would you do anything that I say? I'm not in roofing. You just saw my Instagram. I'm in cheerleading and fitness. What the hell am I supposed to teach you, right? Well, I came up this last year with what I call the human SOP, which is the superior operating procedures. And what I ended up doing is I took a very extensive process that I call the self-audit. And I looked back and I figured out what got this guy to this. And I had to be able to figure out the tools that I use day in and day out that be able to get what I am doing now, standing in front of you, speaking, running my mouth, hopefully being able to say some shit that you're like, aha, this is great. And you're going to go into the work next week and you're going to supposedly do better. Yeah? And your wife and your husband or your daughter or your parents or your kids are supposed to see some different version of you after I leave today. Yeah? Cool. It feels warm and fuzzy. But unless I give you some level of tools up here, and I turn this level of energy into some level of where you can walk out, and it's not just something warm and fuzzy, then I'm useless and I was a waste of money for your bosses to ultimately hire. We good on that same page? Yes, I'm gonna speak as like with you as possible. I am not rah-rah. I am not Eric Thomas. I am not this guy. I am here to produce change. I work with humans. I get people to be able to do what they are not currently able to do in a short amount of time. I produce change. If you work with me, you see an ROI. What does ROI mean? Return on investment. So right now, your bosses have made the investment. You currently are sitting here and you're currently making the investment to hopefully be able to make next week better than last week was. Does that make sense? Yes? I have a 6-week process that I will be going through with Daisy and Eric. You guys will be included in that 6-week process. If you guys do not buy into what's going on in the next 6 weeks, you are going to think I'm some woo-woo, whoopie-doopie guy that came in here with dreads and I absolutely taught you nothing and this was a waste of your time. If you buy in, though, and you really dive into the worksheets that I give you and I get you to do the questions, and today you actually kind of loosen up a little bit and we interact and we do some teaching, then we'll actually get somewhere, and I can say that you guys will start to see up to 10, 25, 30, 40% return on investment in what you are currently doing. I'm going to teach you how to do what you're doing better. I'm going to teach you how to spend your time in a more efficient manner. I'm going to be able to teach you how to be more fulfilled, happier in what you're doing, and over time, you are going to be able to see a return on investment. That is money. If you do not see more money, I was a waste of your time. Yes, everybody good with that? We on the same page? Yes? Cool. We're going to start with why. What is some people's why? Start blurting it out. Family. Let's sit on family for a minute. What about family? Cool, what else? Provide for them. Okay, what else? Ooh, time. What else? Okay.
Good question is, how do I get
what else?
A better question is,
okay, what else? Okay, what else? Okay, what else? Okay. All of these, I want you to really start listening as I'm asking what else, what else, what else. Realistically, not for you to continue to give me answers, but for your team to start learning you guys. Every answer that this person just said is what's important to them. So if someone said health, probably someone in their life is unhealthy, needing health security, have kids, needing health insurance. Someone says time, they're wanting to spend more time with them. So the answers that your teammates right now are saying is a whole hell of a lot more important. So don't just listen, don't just let these words hit your ears and not do anything. They're telling you what's important to them.
Okay, guys, just take one of each packet that we'll take.
Yes.
Pass around.
Yep.
All right?
Cool.
Just one of each packet.
Okay. Other than family, what else? What's your why? Why did you come up here today? Yourself. Yes. Yourself. Be better. Yeah. What else? Solutions. Cool. What else? Motivation. Cool. What else?
Discipline.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to paint a picture of who these people are right now. If I was to say or ask you guys, what is the entity in this world right now that you could probably say is like the largest family in the world? What were we looking at? And you can probably take a guess what I'm looking at here. Military. Military is a very special family. Military, they work on what's called a command and respond technique. A command and respond technique. Go ahead and write that down. Command and respond technique. So command and respond techniques are work in a sense that when I command, you respond. It's very simple in the word, right? Like I keep this stuff simple. Command and respond. So when we are in the field, and military ultimately I want you to think is chaos. The field is chaos. So when we are in chaos, leaders want to be able to give a command and you respond. Yes? How does that work? That works built on trust. Trust is actually not built on the field. It is built here. So what we are doing today is we are building this trust here. We are building this connection. I'm going to use the word love a lot today. So we are building love right now to where your salespeople bring in the money, your people who end up doing the service show up and they deliver the service that you're doing. Your office people are handling your office people. You guys are building trust here today. So when the time comes that you guys are out in the field and your leaders command, you do what?
Respond.
Oh, good. There's some interaction. So when your leaders command, you respond. But that only works if we build trust. So today, guys, open those hearts and know that we are building trust today. We are trying to build a team, a family, a group that is similar to a military group. When this video right here is going to be a perfect representation, Marcus Luttrell, do you guys know who that is? Yes, that is the guy Mark Wahlberg plays in Lone Survivor. Who has seen Lone Survivor? Cool. I'm going to kind of put up front, this video is, he describes it in a very kind of, yeah, he doesn't hold back in this video. So if this is a little intense for you, I apologize. If you need to step out, I understand. Everybody get all the documents? Okay, so you're on command and respond while this is still coming up. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get all of them. Yep. We'll go over the sheets, I promise. We'll get to the sheets. We'll get there. We got a lot of time today. So you have command and respond that is built on trust. Next thing under command and respond is no rebuttal. Put no rebuttal. That's okay. I will get all the sheets to you. It's on an email. We'll print it out to you. If you are taking notes under your command and respond, your next is going to be no rebuttal. Why would I say that the next is no rebuttal? And who do you think I'm talking about when I put in no rebuttal?
Because when your leader gives you whenever your leader gives you a command, you're supposed to don't question it, just go ahead and do it.
And that was built on trust. Yes? So I first am starting the foundation that this has to be built on trust. If we build in trust, we then move into a command and respond. Okay? That's where our next steps are. When we go to a command and respond and you go to a no rebuttal, the next step is leader has to then take 100% responsibility. If you are going to do no rebuttal, your leader then takes 100% responsibility. Does that make sense? We on board? My leaders, yes? GM, we on board, yes? So if they take 100% responsibility and you end up getting the negative response, how do you end up going back to your leader and going, hey, I went no rebuttal. It didn't work out for me. What's your action? What's your plated word? What's your call to action? What's your next step? As the leader, when you own those situations, what do you do from the trust standpoint? You build it. So now you went no rebuttal. You went 100% responsibility. You went own the action. You then gave the next action for next game plan. Does that make sense? Yes? We continue to move forward in this process. I bring up the military because in this, you're going to see him tell a story. If you guys remember the movie, you guys remember when they get caught up and they start rolling down the hill and it goes bad quick? Yes? Marcus Luttrell ends up sharing this story where as the process unfolds, he's telling this story, and then this happened, and then I owned this, and then this happened, and then I owned this, and then this happened, and then I owned this. This is how I want today and us moving forward to start really moving into this command and respond leadership through what we learned today. Cool? Here we go.
Well, you've seen the movie that fall we did. This is where it all started, right there. We pinballed through this grove of trees for about 200 yards. I landed on my back. I broke my back in multiple places, broke my pelvis, and Mikey landed on his face. I remember he crushed his face pretty bad because when he sat up to look at me, it was, all bloody or whatever. He turned around. Well, that's when they hit us with the rockets and the mortars, and our world just kind of started blowing up around us. Well, it was time to go to work. All right, and at no point in time was any of my teammates afraid of anything. At no point in time did anybody stall in the door, so to speak.
Where have we covered so far? Trust. Shit hit the fan. Now what? Yes? This is this moment right here. I'm going to be as brutally honest as possible. When I started talking with Daisy and Eric, this is not the number of people that were under the payroll at that time. They had a game plan. I'm going to grow a team. We've now grown a team. We're now sitting in leadership. We're now learning and training, and we're going, all right, shit's hit the fan. We now got to go out next week, and we got to start producing. Now what? Respond. Like it's here. So this is that moment where they have commanded. Here's training. This is respond. Show the hell up today. If you show up today, now all of a sudden the commas in the bank account starts going up. And the things that you guys just told me in your whys, you get to start providing more security, more time, more health, more family, more growth, more everything. If you dive in today and you respond, all of a sudden you're going to get the response. Your leaders are already showing you, I'm here to invest in you guys. Shit has hit the fan. It is time to go. Okay? No more like, oh, we'll get there next week, and like, oh, like, I'll get there tomorrow. Shit has hit the fan. It's time to go. We are here to start making moves.
They didn't kind of back up and say, hey, I don't want to be in this. It was, hey, this is what we're here to do. Let's do this. About an hour and a half into this gun battle, Danny had broken both his femurs. He had a compound fracture on one of his tib fibs and been shot 4 times that I know of. So I was dragging him. In the movie, they kind of portrayed this the right way, but except for one piece, and that's where we were separated. He didn't die alone. And all my guys that got killed, I was right there. Why?
When I pressed unpause, what was the first thing he said? How long was the gunfight? How many of y'all are tired of knocking on doors an hour and a half?
Damn.
How many have tight?
Are you tired? You tired after an hour and a half?
Scooter.
Yeah. Cool.
They were in a gunfight for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Cool. Yes. Cool. Here's the thing. You guys just told me your family is your why. You're tired after 90 minutes. Is it really? Food, bills, shit's expensive. 3 years ago, 90 minutes wasn't as bad. Inflation's gone up. 90 minutes is now more expensive. Are you doing what you need to do? A gun battle for 90 minutes. A dude's tib fib, like blown out, shot 4 times. I'm dragging the guy. Guys, as you're listening to this video, this family right here has built something where not a single one of them has quit on the other through hell.
Came up over my shoulder to take the brunt of this fall. And when I turned around to take the fall, I spun him right into a bullet. I shot him right in the back of the head, blew his head off, killed him right then and there. Well, I wasn't ready for his dead weight. When he fell over the top of me and collapsed me, and I flipped off of this rock embankment and face planted into this boulder. I broke my nose real bad, shoved it through my face actually, and I bit my tongue in half and I swallowed it. And that totally incapacitated me. I was on all fours. I mean, like a bitch trying to throw that thing up, man. I finally got it up. I put it in between my teeth and bit down on it again so I wouldn't swallow it. And Mikey was out on this boulder, just like the movie. He was out on this, no cover, no nothing. He crawled out to this embankment to make our sat phone call. He was sitting up, took 2 rounds through the chest, spun him like a top, dropped him on his face.
For y'all who have seen the movie, Mikey in this in like leadership and roles is the highest rank. He's also the guy right now that has the ability to call out for help. Let's walk through this. I'm Mikey, and I see that out there is a place that I can probably call for help, but there's no cover. If I go out there, what's probably going to happen? But if we're on the command and respond, and my team trusts me like I know they do, what do they expect me to do? Leaders, are you guys doing it like that? You guys look out there and go, I know I'm probably going to get shot, but I'm going to take it because if I go out there and I'm able to call, my team is going to be able to do X, Y, or Z. So what does he do? He goes out there. Because him going out there, if everyone else sees the leader go out there knowing that they're going to get shot, now how motivated do they get by watching the leader do the sacrifice game. Shit. So what if our leaders stopped looking at it as, this is who I'm in control of, this is who I am leading. You actually look at it as, this is who I'm serving. This is who I'm sacrificing myself for your betterment. Leaders, that is your job. You are meant to sacrifice yourself for them, because remember, we built the command and response. They're going to simply shut up and do what I tell them to do if they know I'm always going to go out there.
And this bothered me. He was my best friend. Had been for a long time. We've been through a lot of stuff together. I mean, I loved him. I never told him I loved him while he was alive, because guys, we just don't do that. But I'll see him again soon. Probably one of the first things I tell him. And then he started screaming.
Kimba and I have known each other for less than 6 months. We got really good. I spoke at one of our conferences, and in that capacity, we've started doing a lot of work together, and I've started, she's probably one of my closest friends. And I have probably 10 or 15 people that are similar to her in my life. And probably once, twice, 3 times every week or so, I will message all of them and I will simply tell them I love them. And this is the response and reason that I did, is because, can you imagine, the military guys did so much like, yo, I'm a man, that I'm not going to tell the other guy that I love him because, like, we're men, but, like, they're willing to do that. I wasn't going to allow that. And you guys don't have to get to that point, but what I'm telling you is the people that are important in my life regularly know how important they are due to my words, due to my actions, due to my responsibilities. Kimba knows that because she has watched me work, no matter how shitty my life is, no matter how tough my life is, my habits, I will be getting up at 4 a.m. still. I will still be doing my workouts. I will still be doing my dieting. I will still be doing this. And they know that I love them, and in response, they're going to hold me to this standard because of this love thing that I'm building. Yes? You guys get what I'm kind of getting there? Command and respond. Yes, you respond. I'll sacrifice for you. That'll empower you to be more of you. You kind of see how I'm building this like love thing here? Yeah? This is what I'm talking about, as a family can love each other like the military loves each other.
In his area, a lot of RPGs, I mean, they were laying it on him pretty hard. But I couldn't get to him, it was too steep. And he had that sat phone up next to his ear, and he got shot right between the shoulder blades, dropped him around his face. Normally, to break a Navy SEAL, you have to kill us. That's why we make it into our training. That's why we call ourselves SEALs, because the only way you're going to break us is to kill us. I snapped right there, like a twig, like a little bitch. I couldn't stand to hear him die. They killed him. I never saw him again, ever. My caught.
He just said that as SEALs, you're going to have to kill us. Yes? So he did like this. If you are a SEAL, you're going to have to do this for us to quit. Do you guys know, see how he did that comparison? Yeah. And roofing, every time I see like a new ad, or every time I see one of those things, you guys always see 6 figures? So I was like, come into roofing, you can make 6 figures. Like, it's just like sitting around here, like, there you go. It's just 6 figures there. Come work for us, here's 6 figures. It's like, just happens. It's bullshit, okay? This is kind of a club. So if we're going to do the 100,000 club, similar to the SEALs, do you think that this guy quits after 3 hours of knocking on doors? Do you guys?
I still work right now.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm a Marine, he's
Yeah.
a Marine, and he's in the Navy.
Yeah.
So everything I hear, man, I used to have PTSD real bad. I couldn't even watch this.
Yeah.
But it's like I tell everybody here, it's a family, man. You know, that's half of my roots have came from veterans, and it's like when you knock on the door and we relate. Yeah.
Thank you.
I see you. Do you guys see that? This is that. You guys get that?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's how we kind of do this. This is a club, guys. This takes this capacity where, like, I don't quit on, my kids. I don't quit on my wife. I don't quit on my family. I don't quit on my boss. I don't quit on the goal. I don't quit on the calls. I don't quit on the whatever the hell you need to do. This is the SEAL Club that I'm trying to get to the point where, like, guys, you guys see what it takes. It takes this level of response from your leaders. It takes this level of commitment for your leaders. It takes this level of, like, I care about you guys from your leaders. And then you guys respond. And then they go back out and get shot. And they say, okay, that was game plan. Let's do this one. And you guys go out and respond. Then they get shot. Yes? Work that way. Love on each other that way.
Max, he was a couple hundred yards below me, and an RPG hit behind him. Separated. Blew him one way, blew me another. I never saw him again for the rest of my life. It knocked me out again. When I came to, I was laid over the back side of this rock. I was upside down. My pants, med gear, kit, GPS, compass, all that stuff was gone. I had a harness on, had one magazine with 11 rounds in it.
Okay, let's pause there. How's everybody doing so far? Video, question, thoughts, responses? Anything? Anything coming up for anybody? Yeah.
I haven't seen this movie.
Yep.
I want to see it.
Yep.
How old's the movie?
10 years?
10 years?
10 years, yes? Yeah? Something along those lines? Yeah? So do you know the storyline of it? Cool. These guys are, there's about 6 or 7 of them. They get sent out on a info situation. And there's,
Well, who's that fighting against?
yeah, the Taliban. Yeah, so they're watching the Taliban, and some goat villagers come up the hill and see them. And they have to decide whether or not they're going to kill them or not. And from the United States, from rules of war, they're not allowed to. They have no infringement, there's no guns, there's no danger, they're not allowed to. They will get in trouble if they do, so they let them go. Then they watch the little dude run all the way down and tell them. So they know right there at that moment, they're like, we got to get out of there. 6 dudes just start taking off. They start hearing the guys come after them. So Marcus Luttrell ends up being the only survivor that ends up happening, lone survivor. He's going to end up kind of finishing his story of ultimately what ended up happening from the race and then ultimately how he survived.
Someone had one magazine with 11 rounds in it. I went out there with 13 magazines of 30 rounds. I rolled over, I was paralyzed from the waist down. I started crawling, using my elbow to start pulling myself through the dirt into the side of this ravine. Well, I got up, man, the sun was going down. And I started to crawl. Well, I was in bad shape. I was dying. I didn't know what to do. And I was laying in this tree, looking at the moon, and feeling sorry for myself. And I must lay there. I was thinking, my brother's a Navy SEAL too. I got a twin brother. He's a Navy SEAL. And I was thinking about him a lot, and my teammates, and everything that all the training that I'd been through. And I lay there. I was like, "You're being a bitch. Get up. Let's go." That's exactly what I said. What was I gonna do? Lay down there and die? I wasn't gonna do that. I definitely wasn't gonna feel sorry for myself. And I kept thinking, I was like, all right, I'm still alive, man. I'm alive. I mean, they fought and died. I'm still alive. So the mission's still on. Let's go.
Let's go.
You asked who I am. So when I go home today, I'm going to go home to a home where my general manager of my business and his wife and his daughter, she's 5, her name's Brooklyn, they live with me. And it was me and my ex-wife's home. My ex-wife moved out in March. I'm currently going through a divorce. And that family lives with me, and I'm going home, and I'm currently in a situation where I just got the job at Alphaland, and I'm becoming their group training coordinator and community response. So I'm going in to grow a community, this process within Alphaland. So I'm going to go home, and I'm going to look for an apartment, and I'm going to kind of go do life on my own. And guys, this year through this divorce has probably been one of the hardest years of my life. when I asked you guys what your why was a year ago, I would have told you this beautiful blonde woman, double tatted sleeves. She was my breathing existence. When I got up in the morning at 4 a.m. every morning, I would get up. She enjoyed booty rubbing, so I'd rub on her butt. 4 a.m. every morning, it was dope. And they'd get my ass out of bed real quick, knowing that thing was laying in bed. And then one day, that thing decided that it didn't want to spend any more time with me. And my why walked out of my door. And I felt paralyzed. And then if I was real honest with myself, and I was a human elevation and performance coach, ex-addict, I'm supposed to stand up here and like teach y'all some shit. And then all of a sudden through my divorce, I ended up back on that side of a bar, back on that side of a Coke bag, and I'm back on that side of the addiction. Am I any different